Hi, how's everyone doing? Well, it is my birthday, and I have started my own page. I'm launching it tonight. It's going to be called Real Life Talk with April, and we're going to talk about all types of things. Y'all know I'm a rambler. Most people know I like to talk. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. Let me see. I'm trying to let people come on. So, but yeah, so I'm launching my page. This is something I really want to do. I'm going to be telling some things about my life and how I grew up and, just different things. And I'm going to try to just talk. I want to talk to people. Right now, a lot of people are closed up. They're in their homes, they're with their families and they're tired. A lot of times for moms or single parents, work is kind of an outlet. So, you're home, you're taking care of everything. And I really just want to just talk about whatever I want to talk about. But today is my birthday. So some people are coming on. Um, so what are y'all doing? What have y'all been doing today? It's Wednesday evening. Okay, well, hey, honey, how you doing? Tell your mother I said I miss her and I love her very much. Y'all see my hair? Now I'm gonna tell y'all. I put some stuff on it. There's some gel on it this morning. This stuff go to drying up and it turned into a poof. No matter how cold it was outside, all that rain don't help that situation. All of my thick hair girls know exactly what I mean. Oh, okay. Well, look, Rona has messed up a whole lot of stuff. You know how your auntie loves her birthday, and she's sitting here and has had cooked meals at home because I can't leave the house. But that's all right. Oh yes, I try to keep it together, girl. For those of you that follow me on Facebook, we've been eating pretty good around here today. My brother has cooked all day. He cooked breakfast. And then he grilled some steaks and made potato salad and macaroni and cheese for dinner. And then I had a cake, a custom made cake from my girl. Shout out Natalie at Nat Delights. You can find her on my Facebook page. And yeah, it's really, really good. I'll be sharing the info on my Facebook later. So, hey, sis. So, anyway, but yes, the cake is amazing. It's strawberry cake with buttercream icing. Yes, yes, yes. She does all kinds of stuff too. Her cupcakes are the same cupcakes from Javier's graduation or signing. I forgot graduation may not happen, but it's from his signing. Because cupcakes is the same baker that made my birthday cake. Pictures will be posted of that later. So anyway, for those of y'all here in Florida, which for those of y'all that don't know, hey Tracy, I did. I'm having a good day here with my family. Y'all see my shirt? There's a story behind the shirt that I will tell as I get more viewers, but Julian custom made this shirt for me. So, but anyway, In Florida, DeSantis is, I guess he's going to follow Trump's lead and assemble a task force to give him some ideas of what's going on around the state and in different areas. So guess we'll find out who those people will be. He said hopefully by Friday. That's what he said today. So anyway, we'll see what happens, right? And believe me, I know staying home is tough. I know that you don't want no one to tell you you can't leave, but right now we have to do what's best for America. It's not about your rights, it's about simple humanity. Just chill for 3 months. Y'all act like they've asked you to sit down for 6 years. It hasn't even been 30 whole days. Let's breathe. And let's pray and hope that our families don't get it and it doesn't come too close to those that we know. But you know, it's up to you guys what people want to do and how they want to handle it. Each one of us have our rights, and there are plenty of people in America who have sacrificed a lot more than just time to make sure we can all have our say. Now, y'all know I'm a little slow now on this electronics, but I'm trying to read what y'all typing. I'm trying to keep up with it. I might have to call for some assistance because it ain't rolling. I'm seeing where it's saying y'all commenting, but I don't see your comments. All I see is my niece, Monasia, and Tracy stuff. Let's see. No, it ain't over there. See, that I done disappeared myself, y'all. Oof. Okay, well, I guess it'll load or something. I don't know what it is. For those of my family and friends from all the way to California, y'all, here where we live at now, there's no Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is, we're high speed and we have like 300 Mbps or whatever it's called. Yeah, and that's the expensive one. So yeah, it's rough on that end of things here, but I'm grateful we're all here, so I'm just going to keep that moving. So anyway, y'all, it's this live. I want to thank all of y'all that are watching this live, because this live is really helping me to be able to know what to do and how to do different things later on. I'm actually live on YouTube as well. So for those of you that got a double whammy of invites today, some of it was for my YouTube, and then some of it was for my Facebook. So yeah, I appreciate those that responded. How can I get this messages to come down where I can see everything?
What you trying to say?
I want to see the rest of the comments. Like, or are they just loading slow?
Oh yeah, they're loading.
But they're loading slow because like stuff has came up in this corner that says so and so commented, but it hasn't shown in the feed yet. Is that just because it hasn't loaded yet? Because like this comment from Tracy just came in.
Right. Nobody else.
No.
Okay, so.
But it was before that those things were coming up, but I don't see it in there.
Right.
Okay. I just want to make sure I ain't missing nothing. You know, I don't think nobody on
Two people.
Oh yeah, okay, I see that. But there ain't nobody saying nothing, I don't think. Let me tell y'all, my family, they so amazing. Julian and them got this thing set up. I'm on one laptop, but I'm going live on YouTube and Facebook. And I ain't that something. Yes, it's a blessing. But anyway, let me tell y'all my story about my shirt. Is it 9 o'clock yet? Oh no, I got 4 more minutes. Y'all hold on. What they say, hold your mule. But anyway, So let me tell you, we did a live today with Kyra and Angela, you know, our princess in Oklahoma. And she was just kicking and talking and laughing. I know she was trying to get to us through the phone. But you know she's going to have a good time. As long as she likes to talk, I'm her girl. So for those of y'all, if you're saying something and I'm not responding, it's because I cannot see it. It hasn't posted in the things yet. So Jonathan said it's showing me all of them. So I don't really know, but that's what they say. So, but yeah, it's been a really great day here at the house. Summer's home. So that's always a good thing. Yeah, I'm really trying to figure all of this out. Hey, Ross. All right, so the comments working on YouTube. I can see it over there. Hey, honey, how you doing? Sorry, YouTube, that's the wrong page. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out this. I got Facebook Live and YouTube Live going at the same time on the same computer. And anybody that knows me knows that that's a pretty dangerous situation. I'm doing all right, Miss Shayna. Just trying to stay away from everybody and stay well. That's all. Okay, so, all right, y'all. So my shirt that is custom made, Julian made it, but he got the idea because about a month back we were at a doctor's appointment and out of town for one of my specialists, and so I had used my medical marijuana, and we went into the Taco Bell. Well, when we went in the Taco Bell to order, Larice was at the counter with me, and we were ordering. Well, the lady that was taking our order called her boss over. Well, the boss was looking around and at the corners and stuff. Well, then a young man came in, I guess, off of his break, and she looked at the lady and asked if it was him that had the strong odor. And I had to just call her to the side and let her know I was sorry, that was me. So, yeah, so Julian made this shirt that says, yes, I have my card. So, you know, it kind of takes away the questions or the wondering. I don't want anybody, you know, I really don't want anybody thinking their employees are the ones that smell like that. I try not to go out like that, but when I travel for appointments, that's kind of what happens. Oh, hello, Mr. Baker. What's your question? It may take a minute to post. I don't know that I'm seeing everything that's coming up, but I will answer any questions anybody have if I understand them. So anyway, y'all, I have had such a great birthday. Let me just tell you, it has been phenomenal. I love my birthday. I love birthdays, period. I like to have parties and stuff like rent out whole clubs. I've done all kinds of stuff, vacations, getaways, celebrated for the whole month, all kinds of fun stuff on my birthday. So it's a really, I really like to have fun and enjoy, and it's a little different every year. But one thing we do every year is my husband, he hides cards, like birthday cards, all everywhere, like in the car, in Zane's book bag, just different places so that I'll find them throughout the day. So it's kind of like a scavenger hunt, but I don't really got to read a clue because that would take the fun out of it. So anyway, I didn't get to do that this year because, well, where am I going? Where am I going? So, that don't, we didn't get to do that. So I did miss that a lot. So, yeah, I missed that. But other than that, I had a great time. My family's here. All summer's here. FaceTime with Kyra and Angela today. And, so it's been a good day. I talked to every one of the kids today. So, there's a tribe around here. It's like 5, 6 of them. So, and we, for those that don't know, we have married children, we have grandchildren, we have, we have a daughter getting ready to graduate college, and then we have a 6-year-old who has, he's an exceptional little fella. So, we are learning about him. Yes, I'd had a beautiful birthday cake I will share pictures of. Natalie made it, the same lady that made the cupcakes for Javier's signing. She made my birthday cake. So, yeah, that's happy, but yeah, we all come that way, don't we? But they don't let us leave that way. Oh goodness, and you go to jail if they catch you that way at any point growing up. So, but yeah, so we have a pretty big family, so it's been a great, great day. So, well, I have some family over, and I just wanted to launch this. I'm going to be going live again on Friday. I'm actually going to try to go live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday mornings at 8 o'clock. So I would, you know where the house is. I mean, help yourself. So if you send Misha, I'll have it ready. But so yeah, they're over here, not over the limit or nothing, or nobody that's not normally here. There's like 9 of us that live here, so it's a party. So when I say family over, I really mean family living. But anyway, so we practice group economics, and it works for us. Who in the world? I don't know. Somebody's bored over here on Facebook Live. I don't even try. I can't see nothing. I don't know what they're talking about. So, oh, he wants some birthday cake. I told him so that I send a picture, and he talk about some. He don't want no picture. He got a sweet tooth. He always got a sweet tooth, don't he? But that's all right. He's married to one of the sweetest ladies I know. That's probably the cheesiest thing I've said today, but it's true though. Child, y'all, let me tell y'all, this stuff is popping up over here on this Facebook, over here in this corner, and I'm just trying, every time it pops up, my eye just cuts that way. I'm sorry. So anybody got any thoughts about what they think DeSantis is gonna do or they would like him to do? Yeah, I know, but it is true. So, oh, y'all know what's going on over here in this corner? I keep looking at people that's commenting and stuff that's going on like Facebook to look at later. So, oh yeah, I know you got ice cream on deck. Remember, I saw you getting out of Winn Dixie the other day. Oh, y'all, let me just tell you guys, for those of y'all that are on here and have commented or text me today or called even, and I really, really appreciate all the just everybody that's taking their time out to say what's up and how you doing. Because I mean, we got people all over the place. I got family and people that we are close to, you know, from our years in the military. Both my husband and I were active duty. So we both have a huge Navy and Marine Corps family. So, and that's, you know, little everybody should say military family, period. But so I just, you know, all of you guys just taking time out of your day. I know it's frustrating. I know everybody says, "Oh, we're not doing anything but sitting at home." But facts are, for a lot of America, sitting at home is really stressful because that's something that here in America hasn't been done for 2 decades, maybe three. So, I mean, wow. I mean, everybody is working. Yes, I think they should make working from home permanent too. Even though Julian is still essential and has to go in every day, it's just a few hours. So it's a lot easier for us when he gets to be home. I think just, you know what? I'm going to be honest. My thoughts about the distance learning is wonderful is this. And I know there are all types of homes out there and there are all types of children in all types of situations. But one of the things that I think is being overlooked in this time is that the parents are really getting an idea of what the teachers are dealing with in the classroom and on campuses every day. And they have one or two kids. Some families are bigger and there's more, but and the teachers have got a class in here in Florida. If it's a public school, they've got a class of 20 or more. I don't care what the rules of the law says. That's just how it happens. So they're not out of the laws by their standard, but that standard is not really fair to the teachers or the students. But you know, that's just my opinion. I'm not a teacher. I could not be an educator because I'm a little too strict to do that, I think. But I really think the parents are getting a different view. And I think that the teachers are too, because I think with it being like it is, the teachers can kind of make it a little more personable. They can kind of gear it towards the students, you know, maybe group the students. Maybe if this student needs extra reading or extra math, slip something extra in there, send the parent an extra link so the parent can help the kid at home. But I really think it's a great thing, you know, to sometimes put the shoe on the other foot. And here in America, I think a lot of us forget what that shoe might look like. You know, and then you have, and there are, look, you have good and bad characteristics in people in every group of anything. That's just the facts of life. That's what happens. I don't care if it's church or game. You have loyal people, you have disloyal people, you have dirty people, you have clean people, you have people that will steal, you have people that will lie. You just have what you have. You have people that's hoes and you have people that's just doing whatever they're doing. It doesn't matter if it's a group of people, it's just going to be, different. So I think, when you put the shoe on the other foot and you really get a chance to see what it's like, it really gives you a different perspective. And I think that's a big thing. Perspective is 90% of how any of us are seen or perceived anyway. So, yeah. And the teachers, there are some amazing teachers out there. I know there's a lot of you on my page, a lot of you that I'm friends with, you're educators in some form or another. Some of you are associate pastors, not pastors. Although there are some pastors on my pages, but there are some associate professors that work at medical schools, that are on here. And from any capacity, I mean, they're seeing a difference and they're doing different things. So, you are valued. And I really think this is going to make people see different. No, it ain't skipping school as long as they slip their homework under the door. As long as they do that on that Chromebook and they old and look and let me if they old enough to refuse to come out their room, they fully old enough to operate their Chromebook. So as long as the work is done and I can verify that, they ain't got to come out their room. They're gonna save me some grocery money. How about that? They're gonna fool themselves. Because I'm going to be happy. I might slide them a snack under the door. A Totino's pizza will fit. Cook that thing and slide it back in the box like a hot pocket. And slide it under the door. I don't know what y'all talking, but hey, they want to stay in that room. They can stay there. And then they send in these little snack meals home. At first, I wasn't going to get it because y'all know, well, those of y'all that don't know, but Zane has severe food aversion. So he only eats like 2 or 3 things. So he really doesn't eat at school or nothing that often. So I wasn't going and getting the breakfast and lunches that they're giving. So but someone told me that they're keeping count of that and they may cut funding based on who's picking up stuff during the corona. Are y'all kidding me? Do y'all understand that COVID-19 said people stay home? And you gonna count it against whoever you count it against to cut funding. Boy, y'all will save $1 any way you can, but don't let us try it out here. We try to save $1, we embezzling. I'm just saying it'd be the same stuff. But I'm gonna go along with it, what they say. Hey, shout out to Trump for them checks, y'all. Hey, we got ours. We got more in that stimulus than we've got in income tax in 3 years. Y'all, we was happy. Yes. I'm going to tell y'all on my next live what we doing with it because I'm going to have, try to get Julian to come on here with me so we can tell y'all what we got going on. But if you would like one of my shirts, yes, I have my card. It says Florida right here. I got to get this all figured out, y'all. It's got all of my TV people on my page that love me. Y'all reach out to your auntie. Y'all know I know what I'm doing. Help me. I'll take it and listen. But you can change the state to wherever you live at because, I know there's a bunch of y'all on our page. So we can change that out in the shape. But, yes, I have my card. That way everybody gonna be all right with it. Yes. Now on my lives when I'm gonna be longer, y'all, I'm gonna tell you now, we'll be medicating on live because I can't sit that long. But anyway, y'all see my shirt, but my husband made it. So yeah. But y'all can get y'all one. All you got to do is go to Life's Needs Services, and there'll be a thing there. I'll link it into somewhere on these pages. It's already on Facebook, but on YouTube, I'll link it in the description. Actually, my husband will, but make sure y'all can get to it. I'm really just the talker of the situation, and I come up with topics because I don't be yeah, I don't do all this tech and knowledge of stuff. Well, so GED be given to parents. Well, let me tell you something, Eric. First of all, we still need teachers to get the work together. And judging by the way Zane work looks, and he's in kindergarten, I'm gonna say, yeah, about that. No, the parents might not. All of us can't do the work. Now, they some parents out there that's got it. They learn real fast and they getting it done. Woody whoop, right? But all of us, no. Zane, oh yeah. Let me tell y'all something. I have discussed homeschooling with Zane because Zane has several diagnoses. In Tehai, we was going to have discussed homeschooling him, but Zane loves school. He can't learn his sight words. He was having a hard time, which we broke that code, thank goodness, because now he's learning them. He almost know 50 of them. So we're very grateful for that. But the thing is that no, we need y'all to do it. But I have trouble with some of his work. And honey, I got to college. I've been, got a little degree. Julian got 3. I'm just saying, just because you know stuff does not mean you meant to teach anything. I am not a teacher. No, in the Navy, we have one: watch one, do one, teach one. That's what they taught us in core school, child. I learned a lot and taught a lot fast, so I didn't have to keep doing it because I don't like teaching at all. So, I don't think that I don't believe there are a lot of intelligent parents, but I do not believe there are a lot of parents that want to homeschool their children. Whether they have the capabilities or not, I don't think there's a lot that want to. But what I think needs to happen is that we individually, as counties, districts, however it's broke down, but here in Florida, we need to come together in our communities and give back to our schools so that our schools are top of the line. They are the very best. Even though it's a public school, our children shouldn't be shorted based on money. And that's what's very sad. We live in over here in a Stark, they got Title I here. But I know people and have lived places where they didn't have Title I programs. So I know the difference, and the benefits of having or not having. I'm not going to get into all of that because the truth is, I don't know. But I do know the difference in the school districts. Do you understand? Period. So that's what they're doing. But I think that, it would be so much better if everybody, get back to what I said earlier, would just put the shoe on the other foot. But I really hope that this time makes a lot of them realize how amazing our education system is. There's been a lot of talk about our medical, and thank God for all of them and us. But for the educators, we have some type of training, in the medical field for emergencies, or if you've worked infectious disease. I was at Eastern Virginia Medical School for a few years, and one of the best infectious disease doctors in the world is there. And one thing that I know, is what the oh. Right. Yeah, Tracy, that's true. It is. All schools should be the same, but they're not going to be because people even in any community. They would rather put money in bigger things than keep the money local. I think we've lost a lot of that. And then people, because people disagree with them. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm shaking the thing. Because people disagree with them, then they don't want to give their money to that person that's in office at the time or whatever. But the thing is that one, those are all elected officials, so you can pick that. But two, they have to, whether you like them or not, that your money, regardless of what anyone says, it takes money to make things happen. So if they would allow, instead of their money being based on who's there, based on what good it would do, then it would be a great thing. That's right. It's educators, pre-K teachers, kindergarten teachers, elementary, middle, high school. That's right, Tracy. They get the kids ready to even be doctors for 40 years after school. It takes forever. But they love it. The ones that go to school and push to do that's because they want to. And most educators these days have above a bachelor's degree anyway. So why not? And then these private schools, y'all do know here in Florida anyway, these private schools don't require the teachers to have degrees. It's not a requirement. It doesn't make them less of a teacher because listen, teachers are born. You cannot make a teacher. You cannot, I don't care what nobody says, you are born to teach or you are not. And, I believe that. There is not a teacher out there that I know is a phenomenal teacher, whether I agree or disagree with the way they do it, that is not a phenomenal teacher that wasn't born to be a teacher. It's just part of who they are. Yeah, I'm sorry. They love what they do. They love our children. They love those kids that all of us send in there, full of all kinds of stuff. Some of them are happy kids, some of them ain't so happy kids. But some people, all good, great teachers are born to teach. And let me tell you something. There's 1,000,001 amazing teachers out there that don't have children at home. So even those of us with children at home are not necessarily and primarily are not good teachers. If you disagree with me, I'm sorry. But for those of us that are good teachers, those children are homeschooled. Zane will not be. I want to. I think it's a great idea. I think it would be good for him. But you know what? I thank goodness for the team that Zane has here at Stark Elementary, his team that surrounds him here. They have been amazing. They have any ideas or thoughts I have had, they have been on board or they have discussed or talked with me. So I'm not saying any names because I'm not gonna, I don't know what I can and can't say on here, y'all. If I'm real honest with you, and I don't want to get in no trouble. Julian told me to think about everything I said before I said it. Ooh, baby. Y'all know that's a show, but anyway, my mind, that's why I get coffee catching myself. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, let me finish bragging on this team and I'll get back to you, Mr. Baker. The thing is that they have been amazing with Zane. They have reached out, and this may help your answer because Zane is an ESE student. So he has several exceptionalities. And anyway, they have been calling each one of his services that he receives at school. Each one of them have reached out, whether through Class Dojo, phone call. Yes, praise Jesus, Rosalind, because I'm a little special, y'all. I don't play about no children, mine, yours, or theirs. So anyway, but they have been reaching out and asking what we're going to do. But what we're doing with Zane is Zane still doesn't even know all of his letters. or he doesn't know all of the phonics. He can't pronounce all of them. Zane has an expressive language disorder, if anyone's interested. Not that that really matters, but he's got that and a couple of other things. But he's a lot for him to learn. So we already had discussed retention before any of this happened. So Julian and I have talked about it, and we are going to um, go ahead and withdraw Zane and work on all of his letters, the recognition, his writing, work on, he's actually well advanced in math. Zane does very well in math, has not had an issue. Even the teacher says that is his strong area. He is, not where he above, but he's average in math. So, but we're just going to spend a lot of time, but we're going to go ahead and withdraw him. Zane will not be able to go back to school, even if they open the school up, because of my immune system. A lot of people in the house are home. Julian's job is essential. So even with his FMLA, he is going to work a couple of hours, which he has to. Julian's the only person that does the job Julian does at his location. So he has to go and take care of that. But Zane is an unnecessary risk. So we're just going to keep him home. But Eric, if every ESE student is receiving their accommodations the way Zane has been accommodated, everyone I know in Bradford County would be okay. If that's what they do with everybody. Whether they do or don't, I don't know. And truthfully, all we can do is per person, because what I need from his team is going to look different than what somebody else is going to need from his team, from their child's team. So, and I don't know who all on what teams and stuff. I don't know. I just know the people on Zane. That's all I know. I don't know that. And, but they have to accommodate and meet each other. This is new for everybody. I don't think, look, I have some teachers on my page, on my Facebook, that on mine and Julian's Facebook, they are virtual school teachers. And they, this is kind of like ebb and flow for them. They understand it. But the most of my teacher friends and associates are classroom teachers. They teach on campuses physically. So this is a learning curve. I mean, I know they do tornado drills. They do fire drills at school. They do shooter drills, unfortunately, at schools these days. But I don't know that there's ever in the United States of America been a drill for a damn pandemic. Sorry, I said a cuss word, but Corona earned it. Who is Dead Prophet ITC on YouTube? What do you mean? Who are we talking about? Oh, we're just talking about any and everything. I'm just chatting. There's nothing. I'm launching my page and just chopping it up a little bit. It's my birthday. Hey. Anyway, but yeah, Eric, I do hope that all of the kids, I hope every child that's home is receiving what Javier and Zane have received in public school since the coronavirus. Honest to God, everybody knows our children attended, between all of them, they attended 13 different schools in 7 different districts, in 4 different states. I know a lot about, I've been there, done that. All of our children are ahead. Zane is the first child we've ever had that, was where he was. But It's different, and everybody knew my name when I called. So sometimes I think you get what is people give you what they know you will take. So once you get a minimum, see, I put everybody on the same level. I'm not decreasing my standards for anybody. So therefore, they need to reach me where I'm at. I need, and I think sometimes as parents, and I'm talking from a parent perspective, as parents, I think we're so frustrated. We're so flustered. I'm going to get to you, Eric, in a minute, but I need a second because I think what I'm fixing to say is it's important. It was important to our journey with Zane thus far. But what I think has to be realized is that we are a team for our children. And no team can win if everybody doesn't do their best. So I had to realize that because I am a strong personality. I will pick it up, put it down, and we just go on about it. It just was done. I don't carry stuff. I don't move with stuff. We just let it go. That's just my personality. That's who I am. I say what I got to say. I say how I feel, and that's that. No aggression, no anger. I just spit it out and keep moving. But everybody's not like that. And I have had to learn, especially with Zane, and anybody that knows me up to this point knows I have always been the kick the dough in parent. Look, I will come to the school. It is no problem. To the bus. Summer had an asthma attack one time on a bus coming home in North Carolina. Y'all, I acted a whole ass. Do you understand? A whole one. Not cut in half like a good Easter ham. No, a whole ass. I did. Because my baby had a asthma attack because they had her sitting in the heat on the bus. So y'all parents, this crazy stuff don't just go on in Florida or wherever you might be. For my Cali people, my DC people, my New York people. Anyway, y'all, it's crazy. So I think we have to remember that we're a team. And I really think that gets lost in translation on both sides. I think that gets lost on the educator and administrator side as well as the parent side. I think everyone has gotten so far away from the idea of teamwork that no one is participating. So the question is, should the compassion and grace grading system remain in effect as a new normal? No. Wait, hold on. The only reason I even think compassion and grace are part of the system right now are simply because the kids are home with the parents. And look, no matter what type of parent you are, none of us are perfect. And these kids may just be home. Maybe their parent is bipolar. Maybe their parent's schizophrenic. Maybe their parent has an abuse issue, a substance abuse issue. Maybe their parent is just lazy. There are some people in the world that are just lazy. They stink, they don't bathe, they're lazy. That's just what they want to do. So that's just, that's what they do. So we have to, at this point, we have to use, I think it's not really compassion and grace that needs to be used right now, but you teachers, listen, teachers are some of the most insightful people in America because there are kids you see come in your classroom every day and they're going through hell at home. You may not know exactly what's going on, but whatever it is, it's not good for them. It could be better. Maybe by chance it's just a parent. Look, I've made mistakes myself as a mom with my children. Maybe the kid just needed someone to talk to and the parents aren't there. And maybe the parents have to work and they just aren't there. But so right now, I think that insight, grace, compassion, whatever that looks like, has to be used because these kids are not getting anything. Some of these kids are not getting anything at home other than a Chromebook. Do you understand? Or that's it. Or the parent is saying, when I was a single mom, my kids were latchkey kids. It just was what it was. Summer had a lot of responsibility. Jonathan and Bryson did too. Because you can't just have one kid responsible for everybody. You have to teach each of those children. But the thing is so that might not have been perfect. It looks a lot different for Zane than it did for them when they were Zane's age and I was a single mom. So that makes a difference. So right now, I really do think that compassion and grace and insight are key to teaching right now and to who goes ahead and who's retained. Because parents, hear me. Your child might not be ready to go ahead. And guess what? That's okay. It's not any bad look on you. What's a bad look on you is, as a parent, you tell the school your child needs to go ahead. They'll catch up. I'll work with them over the summer. Then life happens. Those things don't happen. Or you try to work with them and you just can't reach them like the educators can. You know, the people with the degrees. So then you're going in there and so you can't reach them. When you pushing them ahead is going to do more damage in the long run, socially, mentally, and emotionally. You're going to affect those three areas, whether if you push them ahead, just like holding them back would hurt them if they didn't need it. So listen, parents, fight for your kids. But more importantly than fight for your kids, fight for your kids' team. Every one of our children, private school, public school, homeschool, has a team. Every one of them. Every one of them. They have a teacher. There is a principal, an assistant principal, a data entry clerk, which I would suggest everybody get to know them on a regular basis. They're very important people if you ever have an issue. You may not think so, but those data entry clerks are important. You need to know the cafeteria people, because let me tell you something. The beginning of the school year, when they were going in the cafeteria for kindergarten, it was one of the ladies that worked in the cafeteria. She was a para. She came to me one morning. She saw me walking in with Zane and said to me, is there something particular Zane will eat? Because I've noticed I know he doesn't eat breakfast, but he doesn't, eat lunch. And I was wondering if there's something. Now, that wasn't an administrator. That wasn't, now, she didn't have to do, but what if I would have snapped at her and wanted to know what business my child was of hers simply because she's a para or a volunteer? What, I don't even know for sure what the lady was. She had a badge, but I didn't look at it. I don't even remember her name. But the thing was, is this lady thought enough of my son to say something to me. She's part of the team. Do you understand me? She's part of the team. I don't have to ever see her again, but when I do, I'll know who she is, and she's part of the team. So I really think that we all have to get back to a team mentality. You know, it takes a tribe to raise children. You know, everybody, speaking about what goes on at home, you know, there's a lot of talk right now about the abuse going on at home for kids. You know, for those of you that don't know, I was in foster care. I actually aged out. I was sexually, mentally, emotionally, and physically abused at home, and for years. And I'm going to tell that story, but it won't be tonight. So I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. But these kids are in some hellacious situations at home. And the truth is, we can talk about all the good stuff, and really it's great to be able to say your kids are eating too much food at home. But they're in really hellacious situations. So I want to encourage all of my anybody that's in education or works with children. I want to encourage you to be that team member for that child. Just be there. You hear me? Just be there. As I tell my story, there are people that were influential and there for me in my life. You're going to be shocked to hear their names. I've reached out to each one of them and gotten permission, so they know it's coming. Or when you tell them, they'll know it's coming. They probably won't watch this because a lot of them are a lot older than, they're probably ready for bed. But I don't know now. Some of them still up now. Some of them think they spring chickens. They on here right now. I love y'all. But we have to be a team. And as a team, I don't know how many of you have team or military experience, but listen, do you think I always liked everybody in my shop in medical on the ship? Do you think I always even liked everybody in my berthing? Now, I'm a big bad wolf. Y'all know I love to fight. I love to fight, y'all. Anybody know me, know it? I'm good at it. I fought because I ain't never lost, so I keep fighting. That's how my mind was. Not no more. I don't fight no more, y'all. I'm sick. I don't do all that now. But, I love you, bro. But I didn't always have that option. I say that to say you may not get along with everybody on your team. You may not get along perfectly with that teacher. Listen, just like you can request for personal reasons for a new physician, you can request a new teacher. Now, you may not be able to request the teacher, like which one you want. Now, for those of you that can request exactly which teacher you want, that's a blessing. Look, that's extra. See, that's a blessing because that is not required or necessary. It's not required nor necessary for you to name your child's teacher. It is not. Period. I don't care what type of exceptionalities, how gifted, which end of the exceptionality list they're on. You do not have the right to request the exact teacher they're in. However, you can request a change of teacher and they can go into another classroom. So my personal experienced advice is find that person. Make the team work. Make a team for your child. Let me tell you a story. When I'm talking about this team, it just came to me. See, this is what I'm talking about, how I be rambling. But let me tell y'all the story about Zane. So the first year Zane played T-ball, Zane had a coach. And let me tell you something. We love David and Kira, his wife. And their kids, well, not say their name because they're children, but we love them, their family. We agree and see so much of the world the same way, love them. However, Zane didn't play the following season because he was doing some serial casting on his feet. So when he went back to the season after that, so the following spring, so a year later, when he went back, there was some mix-up and he didn't get placed on David's team. He got placed on Coach Travis's team. And there's other coaches on the team. His wife's name is Amy. I love them too. We have a great time. But anyway, he got placed on their team. Well, part of me wanted to go back to David's team because of our relationship. But because Zane's meltdowns come, even at home, his meltdowns, 60% of his meltdowns are simply because of my tone. David's tone is much like mine. So it just isn't a good mesh for him and Zane. It's not about me. So see, parents, sometimes we have to make the better choice for our children, not our personal preference choice. And everybody don't have to do that. Hey, boo, do what's good for you. I'm just talking to you what I've been through. So when I talk about having a team, it needs to be a team that's best for your child. And look here, something else. Stop thinking your child ain't do that and they so darn perfect. Look, ain't none of our kids perfect. You ain't, is you perfect? If you ain't perfect, your kids ain't perfect. Ain't none of us perfect. You understand? None of us. Educators, administrators, ain't none of us perfect. However, we all should be respectful to a degree. Because I'll go from 0 to disrespect in about 2.3 seconds if somebody pushed me that far. But if I go there, most of the time, I was pushed there. Ain't that right, Tracy? Rosalind. Y'all know that's the truth. But yeah, it just is what it is. But I mean, we have to be a team. We have to be a team at home for the children. Come on here. Even the children that's being raised by their grandmas. And hear me, it's a bunch of kids out there being raised by grandmas and in foster homes with foster mom. Look, I had a single foster mom with 13 of us. 5 of us were teenagers in high school, girls. Y'all, she took care of us. She loved us. She worked full time for the school, as a matter of fact. And she still was a teen. We still did stuff at home. We didn't go a lot of places because, hey, money was tight. Do you hear me? I don't know who thinks these foster parents get all this money, but baby, you must not have raised a child lately if you think what they get is a lot of money. But that's a whole nother day. Look, y'all, we have got to remember that what goes on in our homes around our kids is 90% of who they're going to be. 90%. If you can disagree with me all you want to, I do not care. I do not care. I am living evidence of the difference. Y'all see, I took my glasses off because that glare in the light would get in my eye. And now I can't read y'all comments. Exactly, Tracy. They know how them kids acting in school. Them teachers ain't never lied. Them teachers wasn't lying on that kid. And every one of them notes that kid brought home and told you it was the kid sitting next to him that threw it was lying. He the one threw it. Now I'm just telling y'all the truth about that. Let me put my glasses back on so I can see what's going on in the comments and stuff. I don't even know how many people is watching. I'm just reading these comments as they come up, and I'm glad y'all here. But yeah, no, we got to these children are going to be children. Children, they don't know the difference in the truth and a lie until they tell a lie and we say, no, you don't say that. Now, up until that point, how did that child know the difference in a truth and a lie? And if you tell them they're lying all the time, aren't you kind of cutting back their imagination? What if that's just how they think? What if that's just how they see things? Now, I ain't talking about your child that went and stole all the money out your purse, stuff like that. I'm talking about what about your child come to you and say this something happened, maybe the teddy bear knocked the juice over. That's the type of, I'm talking about kids. Kids, people, don't send for me. Because, baby, I'm coming through the door. But we have to establish and understand our children. We have to go and know them because that's the only way. If you don't know your child, let me tell you something. Most parents that have trouble at the school communicating effectively cannot even tell you 2 of the people that come in contact with that child every day. I bet they can't tell you the homeroom, the teacher, and the PE teacher's name. Unless it was they teachers. and that's why they know it. But I guarantee you, for those kids that have the most trouble, have those type of parents. I don't care. Y'all disagree with me I want to. You ain't got to watch. You ain't got to listen. I'm willing to bet I'm right. Not all, not the majority, but a large part of kids have not great parents, and that makes it harder on the teachers. But back to this thing you talk about, the new norm. I'll tell you what I think needs to be part of the new norm. They need to get rid of homework. Do you know there is a county over there in Ocala? I don't remember what it's called, but they don't have no homework over there. They need to get rid of homework. They need to take the parent teaching part out the house, out the idea for public school. They need to get rid of homework. They need to get rid of all this testing, this standardized testing. They need to get rid of all of that so these teachers can teach, build relationships and rapport with these students. That's how we're going to help a lot of kids. That's how we're going to help sex trafficking, because that's how kids are going to trust their team. And every adult is part of a team. If you're a good niece, if you got a niece, if you got a nephew, if you've got whatever, you part of that team, honey. You can't let that kid come to your house and you don't talk to them or encourage them, or they just at your house doing whatever with your children. And instead of you being, look, I don't care if it's your cousin. Stop letting your kids go everywhere. Let me tell y'all something. Kids aren't meant to see and hear everything. It's too much. It's too much stress. Yes, it's too much stress, Tracy, on the teachers and the kids. It's ridiculous. And believe me, I know it's tough being a mom, being a parent. It is so hard to be a good parent, and it is a lot of work. It takes a lot of energy, effort, and selflessness. But hey, you should be doing that as a parent anyway. Exactly, Tracy. Let them teach what they went to school to learn and what is their way. That's right. But anyway, y'all, I'm getting off here. I've been on here an hour. For those of y'all that's watching this late or after I've cut off the live, whatever that's called, and I really appreciate you guys joining in. And I will see you guys on Friday. I'll be on Friday morning around 8 o'clock. Y'all know I be on time, so yep, 08, I'll be on, ready to roll. So I will see y'all on Friday. All right, y'all have a good night. Enjoy the next couple of days.